Well, this is a blast from the past. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Ray Goka. I'm your channel huntsman. You can call me Goka. And for this video, we'll be taking on our first platinum. And I'm incredibly excited to go back in time and revisit childhood by taking on Jack and Daxter. The first trophy we got is in the tutorial section by opening that precursor door right there. It's open sesame. And the second trophy we got is by collecting 100 orbs, and that got us the first orb trophy, which is the Orbist. I chose Jack and Daxter because I played it a lot as a kid, and it's a game that will help me easily grasp trophy hunting and acquiring platinums overall. But the next trophy had a questionable name, to say the least. I have no idea who was in charge of naming those trophies, but they must have been on something. I knocked over this egg to free the bird for the bird lady, and for some reason the bird thought Daxter was her mother. And who the heck knew rodents can exude that motherly vibe? But Eggs Over Hard is quite a trophy name. And right after that, we snagged Give Me That by obtaining a power cell from a pelican that was around this area. We picked up a quick mission from this old guy and we went on quite a fisting spree. Fisting those bulls or whatever the heck they're supposed to be back into their area, and went back to collect our prize for it, and that also gave us our next trophy. And before the next trophy, we got sidetracked and we found a more cooked up version of girl up on this cliff that caused some nightmares, so I won't forgive you for that, Naughty Dog. But this right here, though, man, this is quite a nostalgic scene for me. Beating this fishing minigame gave us a power cell from this guy, and we got the trophy hand over fish. And straight after that, there was a simple trophy received upon powering up from this electric eco supply that gave us buzzin'. Not soon after, we fought our first boss, which wasn't really challenging, surprisingly. You would think the developers of Crash would want to drive you mad into breaking that controller, but I don't know, they went easy on us in this game. And beating this boss got us Black Thumb, and upon my return to the mayor, doing a mission for him got us Shiny Happy Staples for turning the power back on. I then made my way back to Misty Island, back to where all of this started in the first cutscene, where Daxter jumps into a dark eco pool and turns into a rodent. And by that pool, we get ambushed by a lot of lurkers. Surviving that lurker ambush gives you a power cell and also gives you a trophy, which is tonight's featured event. And that power cell was our 25th power cell, which also got us power launch. This next part reminds me a lot of Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, because it feels very reminiscent of Coco's levels, the jet ski levels. And I think they took that idea and turned it into Jack and Daxter. And yeah, there were a lot of lurkers flying around, and crashing into each one gave us Pop Goes the Lurker. And much later on, we made our way into the lost Precursor City, and that's where we got our first trophy connected to the Scaroflies, which is Buzzed. And that's for collecting 28 of them. There's 7 of them in each area. We made our way into the other side of the Blue Sage's hut, into the Precursor Basin. To be honest, it's my favorite area in this game. It's quite a fun spot, and completing our first ring time trial in this area gave us Purple Rain. And after that, we had a mission given to us previously by Simos, which is to cleanse all those plants, and doing so results into the flower busting a nut for some reason, giving us a power cell. We won't say no to that, so we take that, and completing this mission gives us Green Thumb, and that was our 50th power cell, which also gave us power cords. A little bit after that, in the same area, we also had a familiar task, which is to bump into every single lurker that we see, and that gives us Catch as Catch Can. And that was hard to say because I failed a couple of attempts before this one, and I finally said it correctly. It's quite a tongue twister, to be honest. And yeah, we also got the Orberator for collecting 1,000 Precursor Orbs. Up next, I thought I'd give you a live demonstration of why I'm 25 with no driver's license yet. I've had multiple attempts for this ring time trial, and on this attempt I failed miserably, absolutely having zero control of the steering wheel and bumping into every single explosives crate as I go, and you can quite clearly see my frustration there. But in this attempt, however, I clearly could not follow directions as well. But to be honest, this one's the developer's fault. You can see I went in the direction it was pointing at. For some reason, the ring was hiding behind the corner, which made no sense to me. But yeah, completing this time trial gave us the I got the blues trophy, after which I made my way back to the Blue Sage's hut, and in the middle there was a guy that gave us a mission that is basically beating the record on one of those time trials, and that gives us speedy fast. Now this part was freaky. Samos, being the sage that he is, he listened to me through the screen and it freaked me out. Okay, where's the lady? Didn't we do a mission for her? Like what? You just listened to me through the screen and answered. Like what type of timing is that? Well, anyways, we made our way into the swamp level, and beating this ambush gave us Twist and Shout. We then made our way to a farmer in this area.
Judging by the smell, I'd wager your bathtub sank in the mud long ago.
What's a bathtub?
What?
Anyway,
That caught me off guard, but to be honest, it shouldn't have. But yeah. We went on to snipe the rodents for him because they were eating his mushrooms, and that final rodent decided to become one of those Minecraft kids that used to beat you and steal your gear and strafed like hell. But my aim was horrid as well, so felt 13 again. Yeah, but finishing that gave us the trophy Hungry. As we continued our way through this area, we finally destroyed the last lead that was connecting to this flying ship, and doing so gave us the iconically named the lead Zeppelin trophy. That's that for those areas. We unlocked the second boss and we made our way there, and to be honest, this is quite nostalgic to me. I remember this fight quite vividly, even though my stupid death right there proves otherwise. So let's just forget about that, shall we, and move on. After what felt like about 10 to 15 tries, I finally beat this big guy and we obtained the trophy Declawed. And little guy seemed surprised because those eyes scream.
Cock! My cock! Where's my cock?
First time I looked in his eyes, man, dude forgot he was no longer human. But after the boss, we unlock a zoom ride to the next area. Finishing that one gave us our second zoom trophy, which is Zoom Zoom. The first one was in the Fire Canyon.
Struggle. Would you, dear sister?
Certainly not. The Red Sage gave up with so little effort. No fun at all.
Wait, hold on. Hold on there. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Just let me try to defend myself and...
Let me tell you this. I am no pervert.
Absolutely not, man. That machine is broken, okay? That machine is broken. That machine is broken. It's lying. It's lying. I'm telling the truth and it's lying, okay? Alright. Anyways, we got It's Dark in Here by beating those lurkers from this ambush. And this area is honestly one of my least favorite areas, and I'll tell you why in a sec. Because we get another trophy here, and it's by beating 3 of those glacier troopers who were hanging around this area. And yeah, we got the trophy. It's called out here. Now here's reason number 1. The game up and decided to freeze and crash. I don't know why this happened, and it looks like I froze as well, but I was just looking there baffled, Like you would think PlayStation 2 and 3 ports are doing better in PS5, but unfortunately not. And you can see I'm missing an orb there. And I was trying to find it, but because I restarted from the crash, I had to recollect a couple of things and I lost track. And that's the most frustrating part of this platinum, is forgetting an orb and having to look for it. This is an hour-long clip sped up into 20 seconds, man. And I end up finding it on accident. Take a look. That So you can clearly see my frustration there. But guess what? This isn't the first time it happens. On to the spider caves. A familiar issue occurs again. There's still orbs left. I don't know where. Let's pause right there, alright? And let's rewind back VHS style. Probably a lot of you are younger kids that don't even know what that is. But anyways, we go back. This was an hour long. And I gave up and I had to go back to my recordings. So I rewinded back and back and back until you guessed it. There it is. Yep, it happened again. Anyways, we finally made our way to the final area, taking the third and last zoom ride along with the trophy. And the next sequence is basically freeing every single sage from their cage for the Set Me Free trophies, releasing red, blue and yellow sage. And before the green sage, we get totally buzzed out for collecting all Scaroflies, and we also get maximum power for getting every single power cell, and that's when we also get Set Me Free already for setting free Samos. We head straight into the final boss, and since I was a kid, I remember it reminded me of Engine from Crash 2 and 3, but looking at it now, it reminds me a lot more of Crash to Insanity, which wasn't developed by Naughty Dog. So I wonder which came first, if anyone is paying homage to each other, or it's like an Easter egg done by both developers. Because take a look at them side by side, they are very similar with that nose and the boss fight in general, the concept of the fight. So yeah, here's a prime example of my stupidity as well, because I don't remember much of this boss fight and I got confused what I'm supposed to do at the end. What? What?
Stupid idiot.
Yeah, I can't argue against that, man. Like I said, I didn't remember the boss fight from when I was a kid, and all I had to do was simply pick up that white eco. But being the idiot I am, the moron that I am, I thought I had to jump and destroy those things. But no, I just had to pick up this white eco and we're all good. The boss is done. And yeah, so after many attempts, we actually beat Gol and Maya, and that's the end of the story, and we get battle hardened for this. Jak and Daxter really was a groundbreaking game. Such a magnificent game for its time especially. Naughty Dog were always leaders within this industry. They always set the bar for every new console. It really is a special game. I realized that there's one last trophy I didn't get, which is getting every single orb. And of all places, I missed some orbs in the tutorial section. So I head back there and quickly pick up the last remaining orbs, which gives us the Super Orberator, and of course alongside that we get the Platinum trophy. Honestly, the hardest part of this is missing a couple of orbs in a large area and having to look for it, because there's no way in game to find it or detect it like a map or something. All you can do is run around trying to look for it, and you sometimes miss them in such idiotic places like I did. And here's the 100% trophy pack and also 100% save file, because I was told not every single platinum requires 100%ing the game, so we'll be 100%ing the game and also 100%ing the trophy packs. Yeah, so that's the platinum. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on the next platinum hunt. I'll see you later.